You gotta be kidding me. What? Are you trying to get me in trouble? Have you forgotten your own restraining order against me? Have you forgotten your own words on it? Obsessive, controlling, unrelenting. Yes, I know it's storming outside, so what? You're the one who drove out here in the first place. I don't know why you thought finding me out here was a good idea, but now, go drive yourself away from me. Really? You expect me to believe that? You honestly had no idea that this log cabin out in the middle of nowhere belonged to me, and that your car just happened to die right here, right now. That's one freakishly massive coincidence for me to accept blindly. I'm violating the terms of your restraining order simply by answering the door to my house, by the way. Are you filming me right now? Are you trying to get me more into trouble than you already have? Oh, fine, come in. You can stay, but when the storm is over, if you don't get in your car and drive away, I'm pushing it into the lake behind my cabin. You got that? Fine. I'm going to sit over in my chair, which is in my house if that's okay with you. I don't care. Sit wherever you want. But I'm as far away as I can get right now without going outside, so if you get any closer, it's on you. No, I get it. Just put your jacket over the fireplace. I could see it's soaked. Yeah, it's not lit. It's mostly for ambience. I have central heating. But if you lay it on the stone base, the water won't hurt anything. That? I was making some tea before. Well, before all this. Yeah, Earl Grey. I know it's your favorite. I make it sometimes to remember. It helps me feel better when I'm sad. Now, if you don't mind, I'm just going to hold my cup over here and try not to think about what's going on right now. No, feel free. Go ahead and have a cup. It'll warm you up. But you'll have to pour it yourself, because God forbid if I touch it, you'll think I poisoned it. Unless, of course, you believe that I've poisoned my own tea in anticipation of you suddenly showing up at my door out in the middle of nowhere. I'm sorry, you're right. I don't have to be like that. But you need to understand what this is doing to me right now. How's the tea? Good. How have you been? I've been okay, all things considered. It is quiet out here. I think I need that. I needed to be away from prying, judgmental eyes, where I could do my own thing. I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to be passive-aggressive, really. But after you got the restraining order, everybody I knew just looked at me differently. I didn't feel I could go anywhere without hearing people whisper condemningly around me. No, it's not your fault. I mean, it is, but it isn't. Yeah, I suppose this does feel kind of like it's right out of a movie. I mean, what are the odds of you breaking down right here, right now? You didn't even know I was out here. I've got to tell you, if I was still like I used to be, I'd see this as the universe giving me a sign that we should never have broken up. Oh, I probably haven't really changed, but exile will at least make you examine yourself more deeply you know? So, you met anyone yet? Really? Come on. You were being hit on left and right when we were a couple. I was sure you'd have taken somebody up on their offer by now. You were too being hit on constantly by everything that moved. I couldn't take you anywhere without some himbo throwing himself at you. Remember that time at the mall? I came back to the food court after leaving you for 2 minutes to buy you a gift, only to find some blonde hussy draped over you. He was practically sucking on your neck when I got there. I didn't overreact. The only other reason he would have been that close is if he was a vampire about to drain you of your blood. By doing anything short of impaling him with a wooden stake, I underreacted. But what about the stories you told me about your work? You yourself complained that every man at work kept hitting on you, and even some of the women. You bet I did. I showed up at your office one time because of what you were telling me. And you tell me right now what I saw. Go ahead. I won't paint the picture. You tell me. Go on. Say it. That's right. So don't tell me that I overreacted. It's not like I cut off a hand. His hair has probably grown back by now. Oh, you're going to bring that up now. Yes, I tied you up. It was for your birthday. Don't try to tell me now that you didn't enjoy it. It was too just a present, which you loved. Yeah, I didn't let you out for a week. It was a really great present. Of course I told you that you were never getting away. That was part of the roleplay designed to heighten the experience. You were loving it. You did not have to escape. I was about to let you out of the ropes anyway. I was too. Your freeing yourself before I did just made it appear to you that I never intended to let you out of those ropes. Come on, admit it. I was pampering you, and pleasured you, and adored you for a week straight, and you loved every minute of it. How many other men would have gone to such great lengths for you? On second thought, don't answer that. It was a rhetorical question. And I don't want to know if you actually do know any other men who would have done that for you. Yes, I said for you. It was all for you. I loved you. I still do. That's what the tea was for. I told you that I make it to help me when I'm feeling sad. I've really been missing you, and it... No, I'm sorry. But you can see why you being here right now is particularly hard for me. No, I haven't gotten over you. And I don't believe I ever will. I still love you. That's never going to change. Closure? No, I never got closure. How could there be closure? It will always feel like you were stolen from me. Yes, exactly. You did what you thought you had to do, but it was from mistaken information. God, if this didn't hurt so much, it would feel like we're living in a sitcom where somebody hears something out of context and begins to act stupidly for the next 20 minutes until we realize what fools we've been and everyone laughs about it. No, I wouldn't do anything different. I loved you with everything I had and gave you everything. How was that wrong? You see, this is what I mean. If we had broken up because we just weren't getting along anymore, or we've been having one fight after another, I could live with that. I could be angry with you or disgusted or whatever. I could rip up your photos, stick pins in voodoo dolls, or something, but I could move on. This feels wrong. I was in the middle of the most fantastic relationship I'd ever had, and ever will have, and it just vanished. I didn't see it coming. No, you stop right there. You don't get to walk over and comfort me. No. Now stop it. Stop holding me. I told you how much I still love you. This isn't going to help me get over you. It's only going to make me want you more. Thank you for that. It really does help to hear you weren't trying to hurt me. But it doesn't help with the fact that this still feels wrong. It still feels like it shouldn't have happened. I will tell you this, though. The next time I find someone, I'm tying them up and hiding them away for real. I'm not going through this again. You'll laugh, but I mean it. I'm going to tie them up and keep them in my basement. And I'm going to feed them and bathe them and care for them in every way I know how. I'm going to make sure they understand every minute of every day of their life just how they mean to me. And I am never going to let them go away. I never want to feel this again. I'll make them so loved and so special that if they ever manage to get loose, the only thing they'll think about is how they can tie themselves up before I notice they're out of the binds. Really? You think you'd like that? No, stop it. Don't play with my heart like that. No, I mean it. Don't keep talking like that. You only make things worse. If you leave and I think you want me back. You mean it? You've been missing me too? I guess it is difficult for someone who could love you as much as I do. You really mean it, don't you? You really do believe that you made the wrong decision. Of course I get it. When you're that torn about what you did and you've been missing me so badly. And then for this to happen, I mean, what a freak coincidence. You've got to wonder if the stars aren't aligning to guide you back to where you belong. You really mean it? You want to give us another shot? I am so glad to hear you say that, my love. Because the paralytic from the tea has had the time to start kicking in. You didn't notice that I never actually drank any of mine, did you? Oh, no, don't panic. You're with me, baby. You're with me now. Now and forever. Oh, don't worry. This isn't revenge. I finally got you back. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm going to love you. I'm going to do everything I just said I was going to do and more. Oh, don't worry. It won't knock you out. It will just make it so you can't move long enough for me to carry you downstairs and tie you up in the room I've prepared just for you. Oh, but honey, I just told you. In fact, I just told you everything. I told you that I poisoned my own tea in anticipation for you showing up out of nowhere. And let me tell you, it took a lot of effort to get you out here on that delivery out in the middle of nowhere, and to have your car break down right as you were nearing my drive. One of these days I'll tell you all about it, so you can marvel in my brilliance and dedication. The most difficult part was timing it with this storm. No, I already told you that too. Nobody will find your car. I said that when the storm is over, if you don't get in your car and drive away, I'm pushing it into the lake. In fact, you even agreed to that condition, if I recall. Yes, that's right. I said I needed to be out here, where it was quiet away from prying eyes. I've been setting everything up just for you out here where the closest neighbor is miles away. Nobody knows about the secret underground dwelling. Why, it's even nicer than what's up here. and it's all for you. I even told you correctly that the next time I find someone, I'm tying them up, and I'm never letting them go. And now I have. Oh, honey, don't look so frightened. Didn't I also tell you that the entire focus of my life from now on is to adore you and pamper you and love you in such a way that trying to get away will be the last thing on your mind? That if the option ever presented itself, that all you'd be worrying about is making sure you stayed right where you are, as to not lose my loving embrace. Oh, no. No. I never lied to you tonight. Not once. I said that the last time I tied you up for a week, I was almost to the point where I was going to untie you, and that was true. I was about to take the ropes off and replace them with a chain around your leg and silken bonds for a greater comfort. Which is what I've got waiting for you downstairs. Oh, come now. You know this is the best for you. You just said it yourself. You just admitted that you made the wrong choice before, that you missed me so much. You just told me that you were never going to find another person that you could love as deeply as I love you. Well, now you don't have to. You're mine forever, darling, and I'm going to make absolutely certain that for the rest of your life, you're glad that you fell into a freak coincidence as this.